as we await word from President Cyril Ramaphosa on whether tighter restrictions will be implemented in the country. The discovery of the Omicron variant and restrictions on travel to the UK and other countries have added to speculation. Many fear economic losses while they are still battling to recover from recent lockdowns. We're joined now for more on this matter by Economist Mike Schussler. Mike, thank you very much for your time. Always a pleasure. Your thoughts, perhaps, on everything that has unfolded in the past couple of days.
Well, I think it's unfortunate that we have announced this so publicly because the backlash has been very, very harsh. I understand that we want to tell people, but maybe we should first whisper to the World Health Organization and then try and inform people. I'm not quite sure what the information has done for us at the moment. All that information has done, it hasn't stopped the virus. It's made everybody think about harder lockdowns, and certainly it's destroyed once again our travel and tourism, probably parts of our entertainment industry, whether it be football, rugby, or singers. All those places are again under threat. And South Africa is in a situation where we lost 2.2 million jobs. We lost 1 in 8 jobs with the last lockdown. We've still not recovered. We've still got about 10% less people working in South Africa. That is our biggest problem, and we cannot allow another set of lockdowns. I agree with business. I don't think we can afford it, because I think the reserves that companies had and that people had has been used up. And government has only instituted things for the very poor, because from now on there is no TERS. The UIF doesn't have the money, so employees got very much less out with the TERS than they would have otherwise, and they've had to make do with lending from friends or from the bank just to pay daily commitments, and to do it again now would be madness. It would be absolutely devastating to this economy.
Speaking of the impact on the already very strained sectors of the population, Bloomberg has released the COVID resilience ranking. It tracks the best and the worst places to be during the pandemic in terms of countries around the world. South Africa and Nigeria ranking very low there in terms of the worst country to be in the world. What do you foresee perhaps in trying to find a solution as well, right? So if you were to be sitting, in front of decision makers, what would you propose then?
Well, I've looked at what the World Health Organization has said, and their officials have said don't ban travel. They've also said there's no need for lockdowns unless your hospitals are in a critical situation. Please, note that you have to social distance, wash your hands and your face, and, indoors, keep a mask. We've got a mask even outdoors. So I think we're already doing a lot, and we still got a curfew. I mean, we're now 600 days into this. How long are we going to carry on with this? So my view is, at this moment in time, tell people, continue to inform people about getting vaccinated. I really think at the moment yes, it's 41% of adults only have been vaccinated, and that's really not a great showing. But, the vulnerable groups, those over 60, are far more advanced in their vaccinations. So I don't think the virus can have the same impact, because it is more deadly, much more deadly for the older people. And I think under those circumstances, one must just again say we cannot continue to lock down the economy. We have to ask you guys to go and get vaccinated as soon as possible, but it's now your responsibility. And I really think in most working situations, people are vaccinated. I've spoken to quite a few firms where the majority of employees are vaccinated. So I don't know where the unvaccinated are, but they're probably not likely to be, or not that many of them are likely to be in the formal sector. So I think the vaccine hesitancy, or whatever people want to call it, comes from somewhere else. So I think keep the economy open. I think keep as much going as possible under normal circumstances. There's no immediate benefit otherwise, because the disease seems to run its course anyway. We don't even know, and you said it in your introduction, how deadly this variant is, and we know very little about it. So I would say err on the side of caution for the economy, because people's livelihoods and lives are at stake in this economy, because a lot of people are really hungry, are really not making ends meet, and we cannot afford to add more people to that equation when only 35% of adults work.
Mike Schussler, always a pleasure. He's an economist. Thank you.